Well, hello. It's good to see you, my crafty friends. I tell you, it has been, the last half hour has just been crazy. Let me switch me over. There I am. Sorry, no makeup, no hair straight. But then that happens this time of year here in the Pacific Northwest when we don't have our normal humidity. My hair goes straight. I tell you, I don't like it. But I did get a cut yesterday, so I've got bangs and it's all going to work out. It'll be fine. I'm pretty sure of it. Anyway, I'm hoping it'll be fine. We're going to kind of wing it. I'm going to tell you why I'm late. I might wait just a second while I see if anybody has connected and says hello. Because I think instead of 10 minutes late, I think I was only 9 minutes late. I would have been a little bit earlier than that, except that my software decided not to, my broadcast software decided not to work. Oh, there's Hillary. Hello, you're there. So I want to tell my story. Why am I late? Because usually I am here, I'm ready and anxious to go, and I'm sitting here just waiting to push the button to go live. But today was a little different. I was working on some things, and then I checked in my online exclusive order because I wanted to show it to you. So I thought I would make sure I have everything and kind of a little bit organized. Got that already. Grabbed my cup of hot tea. It's a white tea. Hi, Jan. Good to see you. I'm explaining why I'm late today. Yes, software is a pain. But that's not really why I'm terribly late, because I lost the card I made for you. I didn't take a picture of it. I didn't write down any directions or cutting dimensions. I just plain lost the card. So I have looked through everything on my desk, behind me, over on the other side where I have some cards. I've looked through those. It's been crazy. I'll tell you, I thought I was going nuts. I was finally I was giving up. I thought, well, we're just going to totally wing it. And then I thought, well, I had an inspiration card. I can get that out, and that'll give me some idea, and I can measure the paper that's on there and get an idea of what I'm doing. And then, you know what I found? I found my card. I put it away with the inspiration card. So we have a card. I've cut some of the cardstock and designer series paper. I won't say that we're really organized, so I think we're just going to go right down to the table so I can show who gets the cards from last week. Let's see. There we are. Oh, look. That's working. I was able to put myself in the corner. Ooh, I'm changing it back, and I'm making it smaller because I can do that on the other screen. Sorry about that. You really needed to see my fingers, right? No, you didn't. So I have, for commenting, Cindy Grattan and Diane Newman. Diane was on YouTube, and Cindy Facebook, and Cindy Walker and Lori Russell for sharing. And so I will address those. And Lori, if you're on, I didn't put your address on it because I don't remember if you're coming over on Monday or not. So set aside until I hear from Lori, or I'll text her later. Here is our card. Now, what do you think? The fruit salad paper has, like most of our DSP, let's see, where are we? How do I get it under the camera? There we are. Has two sides. And so I decided to use what I would call the B side. So here we go. Let's see if I can get these directions for cutting off the top of my head. Because, it's a poor little head and it was stressed today. So this is 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. That's our card base. And this is Lagoon. So I went through the fruit salad paper. Now, you are not getting these colors because I think I've used up almost all of this color. You might get another color, but I will make sure that it'll coordinate. But isn't, like, that's a nice color. Isn't that pretty? But it's, the front side is kind of wild, I think. And there's a watermelon or kiwi. I think this is the one I use. So I do have a couple of these left. So you might get the same paper and colors because we're only using a little bit of the paper. And then Friendly Seagulls. Isn't this cute? I didn't know what I was going to do with it. Oh, hi, Cindy. Hi, Gladys. Well, I was late, so you'll have to watch the first to find out how stressed I have been in the last 20 minutes trying to find the card I made because I lost it and to get my software to work. I tell you, it's fun. Anyway, so this is the set we're going to use. I've already mounted the stamps. We're also going to pull in the circular die from Stylish Shapes. I think this is just if you don't have Stylish Shapes, I think it's definitely the way to go. I really like Stylish Shapes. My inspiration card. This is with bright borders, stamp set, and that punch. And I thought it needed some ribbon because it just looked a little plain. Oh, and this is the, depending on how you want to say it, the bokeh or the bouquet DSP. Dictionary has both pronunciations. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Cindy. I just thought this would be a fun card to do. And I'm not even sure why I know why I did it. Is I haven't used all of my celebration items, and celebration ends in February. So as we know, for $60, when you spend it, you get something free. And I wanted to use up some of my free stuff and see what it was like. So here's my little guys. I think we're going to start stamping around the DSP. Now this is, again, sorry about the messy. I haven't cleaned that up. I'll put my tea away. It is a peach white tea. I really like white tea. Seems like it's a not quite a strong flavor. Okay, let's get our, and I did fold mine a little bit wrong. I got it off just a tiny bit. It'll still fit fine in the envelope. But when you do that, and I folded it, I scored it before I realized that it was off a little bit. And so for the front side, pick the side that's the longer so you don't have that little edge there. So people won't automatically know you messed up. Here's a tip. Okay, here we go with our Lost Lagoon. And this little stamp, and this takes a little bit of time because I'm just going to do it this way. It is a seashell. And I want to go all the way around. So I'm just going to move it around so it's not quarter turn, I think, each time. Well, I didn't turn it that time, but that's okay. I might have started this a bit earlier and gotten some of this done. Oh, bad. Oh, I don't have my light on. Let's see. I don't know if that'll help. It looked bright. Yeah, it looks brighter on the picture too. Let's see if I can. It won't be lined up perfectly, but that is okay because this is just a little accent. And actually, I might just turn it half instead of 3/4. Fit some in. You really don't have to do more than this little edge. Even though on the card, we have a little bit more to show here, but it's still not very wide. You just don't want all the stamps to look like they're going, that you do on a side like this, to look like they're going in the same direction. Okay. So what's everybody drinking? You know what I'm drinking. What have you got in your cup today? I also have ice water right here beside me. But I am going to put it behind me because I have knocked it over before. And as we all know, cards and water do not go well together. They should not meet unless you're watercoloring. Let's see. And then down one more long side. I kind of like doing it where I've got a little more stamping room here. And then I just want to pop in and put a little something right there. Okay, we've used our little stamp. We're going to put away Lost Lagoon. We're only using 2 inks today. We're using Lost Lagoon. Oh, we can't put it away yet. We have an inside that's going to need something. And you could use designer series paper for this. Coffee. Oh, mango and ice water. That sounds good. Cindy, is that, do you have fresh mango that you put in? That'd be kind of nice. Then it would really feel like summer. Or maybe we could all pretend we're in Hawaii. Ah, Hillary, in your black commuter mug. The Stampin' Up! Commuter mug. Ice water's good, and that's usually what I have when I go places, but I do like my coffee and tea. I know my Stampin' Up! My water mug is the Stampin' Up! In color one from a couple years ago, and I really like it. Oh, and once again, I have no idea where the envelope is to my sample card. My guess is it's still in the same spot I put the envelope for my inspiration card, this one. Its envelope is here. So I think I'm just going to kind of, I am going to use DSP. I am. So I'm not going to worry about stamping this envelope. We'll put it aside for right now because I really like DSP on the envelopes. So the next thing we need to do is we need to stamp our French fry and all the rest, because I'm going to use blends and of course Wink of Stella. But I'm going to use my French fry right here. And I'm going to cut this down to go on the card. But for right now, this says French fries. So let's do French fries, kind of right in the middle here. Well, upper middle. And then on this little thin one, I want to do the I Love You More Than stamp. And I'm just going to, maybe I'll do it at this end. And I'm going to do it again. See, there's a reason I started there. Yes, lots of Wink of Stella. I tell you, I love Wink of Stella. Oh, flavored water, Cindy. That sounds good. Yes, Hawaii would be awesome. I have a friend who's going to Italy next week. Southern Italy. I think she and her husband want to retire there. So they're actually looking for houses. There, I cut off the one I messed up. And I'm going to cut this off as long as my paper trimmer is close. little extra paper. I love you more than French fries. I'm going to get rid of that little one there. And now we're taking another piece of scrap paper and we are going to stamp our seagulls. And I know this might be a little strange, but I want to see about where I want to stamp them. So this one is going about right here. The reason I'm doing that is because when I stamped them the first time, I stamped them too close together and I couldn't die cut them. So I fussy cut them instead. So I have a couple of little seagulls sitting around. But I do like it with the circles. Circles, squares, and rectangles. We have a geometric card. Now, there's time to color. Put the black away. Because if you don't put your ink away, this can happen. You can accidentally drop your envelope or something. Oh, there it is. Let me do it this way. Into the ink pad. I figured on the back of the envelope it's going to be okay. Do you ever do silly things like that? Please don't let me be the only one. What I've got is I've got crushed curry Stampin' Right marker because we don't have crushed curry blends. So, Cindy went to Italy in 2018. 3 weeks. Went from one end to the other. Oh, your son was stationed there? Oh, that's super cool. That was so good that you could go over and see him. I am thinking crushed curry is perfect. And you are going to maybe pick up a little bit of that black Memento ink because this is not the best probably way to color with Memento because it does pick it up and move it a little bit. But I couldn't figure out how to do it other ways, so I'm just trying to be careful. Crushed curry beaks made sense to me. Now, if you're not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, this is a great time to join on my team or with whoever you normally work with because there are 2 full sets of Stampin' Right markers in the Join Special this time, or you can take extra product. I have my dark, I believe. No, my light Daffodil Delight. Wasn't sure what to do exactly with the... And maybe I did those backwards, but this will be fine. These are lightly fried. I'm actually going to go grab my dark Daffodil Delight. Give that a little bit of shading. Even though it's a little small of an area, I think it could use a little shading. Because I think I probably did crushed curry for the French fries on this card and the Daffodil Delight for the beak. So, let's make it a little darker. That's better. Oh, and we've got 2 on in his mouth too. Let's go ahead. Oh, Cindy, you do stuff like that too? Good. Because sometimes when I'm being really klutzy, I feel awful. Okay. That doesn't give a lot of definition between the beak and the French fries, but I think it's okay. Then I took my Lost Lagoon, and I really wasn't sure what color to color the French fry box. And I decided, since so much of the card is Lost Lagoon, that would be okay. is my pecan pie. Did I not get it out? These little things that I'm coloring just don't seem to take much. Oh, here's pecan pie. I'm just going to take the dark pecan pie. So normally you won't need to shade little tiny things, though I don't find the need. And I'm going to color the hamburger bun, pecan pie. And I think I'm just going to leave the meat. I don't know if it's lettuce, tomato, meat. There's just somewhere between there. But the white looks okay. And so we got those done. And then we're going to take our light smoky slate, and we're going to do a couple things. I'm going to color, because there's some gray in the gulls. I could probably even do a little on the tips of his wings, but I think I'm going to just leave them white, because that's where the wink of Stella comes in. Let's see. And it seems to me that seagulls deserve to sparkle. So, again, be careful around the edges a little bit with the Memento ink, just to make sure you don't want to accidentally pick up some black. Although I think that probably isn't going to happen, because Wink of Stella has an alcohol in it. And so alcohol should be fine with Memento. It's not fine with StazOn. Okay. Now you probably won't be able to see this, but our little gulls have a little sparkle to them. Let's see. See if I can catch it if I get close enough. Yep, there it is. I see sparkle. Anyway, they're very cute. Let me go grab my... See, I don't want to lose anything else today. So make sure everything's in place while I grab my little mini Stampin' Stampin' Emboss machine. Here we are. And I want to put this on the bottom of it. And my circle. Look at all of our little odds and ends together. It's pretty tight, but the cutting edge of the circle is not right at the end. It's more in the middle. So it worked out just fine the first time. So I'm believing that I can line it up the same the second time. I have been known to be wrong before, you know. Well, I cut off a little bit of wing, but not much. So, a seagull with French fries. And our other seagull's a little easier to line up. And when I am done, I'm going to take these plates and I'm going to throw them in the garbage can. And that will force me, next time I go to use this, to get out more plates. Because they're leaving little black spots. Okay, there's two. We've got our bits and pieces done. These, gone. The good news is I did run across where I tucked my new plates. So that won't be hard. Now, what I've got is I took some more of those B side of our designer series paper, and I cut 1x3s. So I have 4 of them. This is the way I arranged them on my sample card. You do have new plates? Yeah. It's nice to have the plates, but it's not good when you buy a couple sets and you put them away, the clean ones away in a new safe spot. I have lots of safe spots. So I maybe need to pay attention to what I'm doing. So here we are. We've got our 4 1x3s. I'm going to move them around a little bit this time. We'll start out with Lagoon. Go to the, is that crushed curry or daffodil delight? What color is in this paper? Let's look on the back and see. That's a nice thing. All the colors that coordinate are right here. Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Pecan Pie, Petal Pink, Pumpkin Pie, and Real Red. Well, that's Garden Green. That must be Coastal Cabana. I went with Lagoon for the base because I wanted to. It's important not to waste. So we have a piece of basic white that is, well, there it is. I like my black ruler. This is my ruler from school. So it's 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And that's what we're going to layer our paper on. So I'm just going to put it on. Actually, I want that far away from the, so that must be the petal pink piece. So there we are. We're all layered on. They will fit. I think it looks fine. Does this look okay with everybody? Because I could do this one again. I kind of went from lightest to darkest. But I'm not sure I like the Coastal Cabana and the Garden Green together. So what do you think? A, the original one, or B, the one I just put together? Or does it even matter? That would be C. Doesn't matter. So yes to this one, Cindy? To B? Or yes, it doesn't matter? The only one I left in its original place, oh, looks good, okay, was the, and this is kind of pretty, the kiwi. I am hoping I don't need to go, oh, I see, I do have another Tombow handy, just in case this runs low. So, oh, thank you, Hillary. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Jan. Okay, we're good. Yay. So I'm just going to put this one down. Try to even it up as best I can. I like Tombow because I can move it around a little bit. But I didn't use much, and it seems to have dried really fast. There. I just thought it was a little high on the right. There we are. So we're going to do the top, the bottom, and then we're going to do the top. Ooh, this has strawberries in it. And pineapple. Oh, that sounds so good. I had my snowstorm. I think I'm done with the snow and the cold. We're supposed to warm up into the 40s next week, at least during the day. Not freezing at night. And rain the entire week. I'll have humidity. Maybe my hair will curl again. or at least have its wave. I like to do the top and the bottom and then kind of line up. Gives me a little idea of where everything is. Although I did allow a little extra space because sometimes things are just so tight, I don't like it. Oh, Cindy's ready for spring too. What's your temperature today, Cindy Walker? Down there in the desert. Okay. There we are. And then just to make everything pop, I thought we needed some black. I thought about pecan pie because it is in the ring here. And I used a little bit on the hamburger. But black just makes everything pop. So, let's do black. Here we are. And let's go ahead and build our focal point. So we've got our little seagull down here. This one up here. Our French fries. And I love you more than, and I'm going to trim this. Maybe. I do really kind of like having a little tipped in like that. The French fries is a little larger. Oh, let's put this on before we do that because I hung things over. And I don't want to do that too much. So we'll put this on our Cardbase with dimensionals. Let's see. I have some cut. I love using up the edges of the dimensionals. It makes me happy. Oh, you had a blizzard all day yesterday? Oh my. 6 degrees is not a high temp. Doesn't sound good to me. And windy. It must have been awful. How miserable. I'm glad it's better today. But it doesn't sound like fun at all. So we'll just use some of these. Oh, here's a nice little corner. Oh, I got that off a little bit. There. Well, at least we have one little edge off. Oh, Cindy, you've got 55? That is not very warm. Yeah, the wind chill up here has been crazy. Oh, got another one off. Although there's no wind today, the sun is out. Yesterday, Seattle got wind and snow. That's 100 miles south of me, so we didn't have any. We had blue skies all day yesterday, and it got above freezing, so yay. Yep, they're all off. Okay. And we'll put this. I put this on backwards. Wasn't that weird? Well, too late now. Actually, I kind of like it. I'm okay with one of them being side A. Yeah, it's even 24 degrees now. No, that's just cold. There's a couple ends here. we're going to put our cute little seagull down here on the kiwi. Interesting, that's the right shape. It's kind of circular, so. In our house we used to live in, someone gave me a little kiwi plant and I planted it, but we never got kiwis because we sold and moved out here. So I don't know if the person who bought our house ever got them either, because I really don't know her. And I planted it in the backyard. It does, doesn't it? That's kind of fun. And we'll put our absolutely French fry loving seagull at the top. Of course, don't they all love French fries? I tell you, we have gulls around here, and they are noisy. I think I will use the ones from one of my kits. And I'm going to go ahead, because I'm going to hang this off the side just a little bit. And I put it down here a little bit. There we are. And then I love you more than. And I just need one dimensional on this. Well, because it's going to lay across this point. And I may just put, last week we were talking a little bit about Seal and Seal Plus, and I realized that both of my runners had Seal in them instead of Seal Plus. So I went to get some Seal Plus to put in, and guess who does not have any Seal Plus? Oh, you tried it at your Seattle house? Oh, no fruit. I think mine was a start from someone who had a fruity one, kiwi. So I hope it would have fruit. I think you do need male and female. I think that is a possibility. Now we need some little more bling. And I decided that I really like these. Let's see. See if I can get them out. I haven't put this in its official holder yet. Oh, I see what the problem is. But these are the antique pearls. They're in the storybook set. Yeah, antique pearls. They're really cute. I finally played with the storybook set. I got one card done. And so I'm anxious to get another one. Let's see. Oh, that was almost out of my reach. Warm up that little tip. I am glad you like it, Cindy. I was really surprised with it. I'm going to put the big one right down here. And I'm going to use a medium one too. Medium there, and maybe a small one right there. And we still need to put the inside in. And then we need to do our envelope. Okay. Anyway, I have absolutely no seal refills. I have about 10. I have 10 seal refills, no Seal Plus refills. So I started another cart and added 10 Seal Plus refills. There was something else I put in that I put in 10 of that I decided I needed, but I don't remember what it is right now. It says that funny spot on it. See if my Sand eraser didn't help much. Well, it's just going to have a little spot. Oh, Jan, you've been playing with the storybook, sweet. And you're enjoying it. How many cards have you made? Ah, envelope. We cannot live without a pretty envelope. So let's pull this out. We have choices. Let's see. Do I have any big scraps? I do have some larger scraps. I don't know if they're long enough. We could do this one. Oh, pears in it. I love pears. I do have a pear tree that fruits. Let's see if it's long enough. It is long enough. It's 5 and 13/16. It's a really good size. Here's what I have left over. So it's a perfect size. And then I do it at 2 3/4 inches. And I'm going to bring that silicone mat back in. I just make sure I grab the right. Yes, I did. Okay, here's the scrap. How many of you, oh, let me put this on. Yes, I like lots of adhesive on hand. Running out is not a good thing. How many of you use this large end of your Tombow? This is also a glue dispenser, but it comes out. Let's see if I can do a. I have been using it. Let me grab my T-pin. Make sure it's not blocked. Nope, it's fine. Now I have to wash my T-pin. Six or 7 cards. That's good. Well, you really like 3D projects, Jan. Oh, that was like way more than I need. But then once you get a little bit out, you can take and you can pull it around and spread it out, which I like to do with the large end. It makes a little mess and you have to clean up the end of the. And I did overreach there a little bit, so let's just take and kind of do that. And then take this and fold it up at the fold line, kind of backwards, so I can use that edge to help guide it. And if I get a little bit of glue off onto this area, because I really want this to be down. Oh, you like it that in the middle, the daffodil light? Me too. It's a bright, happy springtime color. Anyway, you can use your adhesive eraser to get off any that might be a little bit sticky on the edge. And I just come in and something else that needs, my T-pin's going to need cleaning, and these snips need cleaning. I have cut through too much glue. Okay. Then we will trim off the tips there. I'll just wipe that off and see if that works. And then I just put a little glue on this. And this is the right size for the front of the envelope, so I don't worry too much about that. kind of getting too much to go over the edge. And there we are. And if it is a little bit too much, I smush my glue around. You can always take and just snip off that little tiny bit. There is our card today. I hope you like it. I'm going to put it right here. Set it to the side. Pick up some of my stuff. And I want to show you the order I got in. I think it's a show and tell day. Let's see. We've got a pre-order for demonstrators, and I played with the pre-order. And everything I got is pre-order for the online exclusives that will be for sale in March, early March. I'm just cleaning things up so I can bring over my box. Okay, here's my box. There we are. I got 2 of the new kits. I think these are so pretty. They're the heirloom. Oh, does it not say on the box? Just on the label. It's the heirloom arrangements kit. And look at it's not open yet, but look at all those pretty cards with flowers. I see butterflies. Trying to get rid of the anklet so I get rid of that light. And what I see when I look at this is I see the Nature Sweetness paper. I don't know if it's shiny gold or not, but it's got that same pattern. And while I like a good splotchy stamp, I also like a nice textured stamp. So I think that's good. And then there's a little butterfly. Because who could not like butterflies? I suppose some people don't. Anyway, I got 2 of them. Because I'm going to go sit in a coffee shop. I was on the fence too, Cindy, about the fruit salad paper, because it didn't really appeal to me, but I got it. Yeah, I know, that was a cool kit. This is a celebration item. I did get some, I think 4 celebrations. I got 2 of the toadstool papers. I have a friend who decided she needed half, so she shared her toadstool paper with someone else. But I know that she's got the toadstool set from the catalog, and so she's going to want more paper. So she's getting some paper. Dance with me. I don't know if I'll use this or not, but it was interesting. And then I got the Rainbow Celebration Kit, which looks like a lot of peel and stick stuff. But I may not use that either. Now, other things I've got the arches, everyday arches. I've seen some things done with this, and it's really pretty. And "You are simply fantastic" is a great sentiment. "You are a ray of sunshine." "Know you are loved so very much." You could put that on the inside. And then the dies, if I can get them open. I'm sure they open. Anyway, they're arches. Let's see. Why is it not opening? Why am I not finding the... There it is. Let's see. Let's look at the dies. That was Miss Susie Cute. She has a word for everything. Everyone who was on my kit together, because I have a kit together, I think it's the first or second Monday in the early afternoon. So everyday arches. And that's what it is. It's just arches, but they're nice nesting arches, and they've got the stitched line. So those are going to be cool. Anyway, everybody who was on with me saw what my kitty did, Miss Susie Cute, the sweet, wonderful little kitty while I was gone on my little retreat. She got into trouble. She knocked cards down. Most of them were salvageable. Some of them have cute little teeth marks in them. I'm sure it's just love nibbles. Anyway, this is what she did to my kits. Look at that. A kitten did that. Granted, she's probably in her teenage years. But she made the biggest mess. She knocked over my cards that I grabbed to send to mail, my happy mail to send out. And she just made a mess. So my family picked them up and left them for me, but it took me a good hour to sort through them. And there's a card missing, an envelope without a card, and a card without an envelope, but most of them are there. Anyway, I had to show you what that bad little kitty did. Hey Sheila, how are you? How's the little weather in Pennsylvania? Yes, Cindy, it was an oh no. It's a good thing she's cute. Cling stamp. I got the It's Okay. That is also a pre-order from the online exclusives. Okay, as you know, butterflies get me. But I also like the sentiments, because how many times when someone is so upset, you just want to tell them to breathe. So it's inhale, exhale. I needed someone to tell me that the half hour I was trying to find the card that I lost. Now here's a suite that I purchased, and I think I'm going to use it for my swaps for on stage. This is comes with 2 papers, and I'm not going to open those up. They're woven texture paper, and this is the Botanical Textures Designer Series paper. So these I think are black and white, and these have a lot of texture to them. So I'm excited about that. It's got textured note dies, textured notes, a corrugated 3D embossing folder, a very tight corrugation. Ooh, I'm glad your snow and ice melted. That is a good thing. And then these matte dots and pecan pie. Is that very vanilla? Let me see. Oh, they don't tell you on the back of these. Black, either white or very vanilla. I suppose they could be beige. I'll have to look those up. So I do want to see the dies. If I'm remembering right, this one might be the one with the rectangle dies. As you know, our deckled rectangles and our stitched rectangles are gone. But in the online exclusives, there were more rectangles. So I think this might be the set. Excuse me while I get the cat away from my happy mail. Get out of there. No, this is not you. That was not for you. Okay. So here, this face, this innocent, sweet little face is the one who got into such trouble and made that huge mess. So yes, these are really cool. Look at those. Oh, hi, Jeanette. Nice to see you. The card we made, you can watch on replay, but this is our card using celebration items that I didn't think went together, but turned out pretty good, I think. I like it. It's this fruit salad and the seagulls. But this has different texture. Like this one looks like bamboo. I think this I'm going to like this. That is a good set. I'm glad I got that. So that is and it comes with ribbon. The ribbon is a 1/4 inch white woven ribbon. We've got the 1/2 inch also on in the online exclusives. So it's kind of nice to have the 1/4 inch. And these these are on there. Don't remember what they came with. Two-tone sparkle gems. It just seemed to me that anything that had purple in it, I wondered why I missed it the first time around. Yes, Cindy Walker, it is a good thing she's cute. And the other suite I got is we're using for an event. So I'm anxious to be able to start designing some card ideas. It's the Lovely Garden. So it comes with Lovely Garden DSP, 12 by 12, really pretty flowers. And I'm thinking Thankful Garden dies. Let's open that up. The hardest part is getting them out of the plastic. Yes, Miss Susie Cute is frisky. I'm wondering if maybe there isn't something that would cut out. Ooh, I like, can you do like gold foil out of these? First thing that came to my mind, if you can cut any of these out of, but I'll have to look because I don't know. Oh, put that back in. These are different. These are the embellishments that come with it. They're starburst sequins, and they do look like a starburst. And fresh freesia. My guess is Daffodil Lighter Fresh Curry. It is a very pretty DSP. White. And then they're really sequins. They're really flat. So I like that. Then we have the Thankful Garden decorative mats, which must be a way to build the flowers. I'll have to look into that. And then here's our Thankful Garden stamps. So, I can see it better from here, even though you can't read it better. What are the sentiments? Thankful for you, friend. You make a difference with love and thanks. I do like thank you cards. So, and then this is a very thin, so tell me what size it is. 1/8 inch, very thin, fresh freesia, kind of like the faux suede that we've had. So that is my haul from this last pre-order. I didn't show you what I got from the one before. I've got a couple things out of the scrapbooking line. Not that I scrapbook, because I don't. I was once delusional and thought I would. So I am kind of glad that we have a scrapbooking lane because lots and lots of people scrapbook. And I think it's going to work well with the products we have. And there are scrapbooking kits that you can buy with the DSP and the cardstock. But lots of fun new things. Yes, Gladys, exactly. And I think that's it for today. I think I've taken up so much of your time that I don't want to take any more. We will do Happy Mail, because I love to share my Happy Mail. Happy Mail makes me so happy. Before I go, I just wanted to remind you to like and share, if possible, if you're enjoying it. It's on YouTube and Facebook both. So on YouTube, it's subscribe and like. You can share from there also. And because of privacy, I don't get to see your names. If your privacy isn't set to public, I won't be able to see that you've shared. I can see that a number of people have shared, but I won't be able to see your name. And since I like to do a draw for sharing and commenting, and I really want to send cards out, I would really appreciate if you, in the comments of the video, if you could put that you shared. And then because I go through and I read them, and I've got, before the video, I've got this little handy dandy chart so that I can record comments and sharing. So I'm kind of ahead of my time. Anyway, that's it. If you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. And if you do have a demonstrator, have fun shopping because there's a lot of good stuff. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm going to say happy crafting.